For the hair that I will be using to braid my hair is Noir Kinky Bulk 24. And then as you can see, I kind of got the value packs because I didn't know how much hair I would need. So this is the hair I will be using to actually create my base for the lock. So since I have a pixie and my hair is pretty short, I'm going to actually go in and braid my hair with the kinky texture to give me some length as a base before I go in and twist the hair over it, which I'm going to show you the hair that I'm going to be using for that. All right, next I'm going to be using the Outre Xpressions, and I actually got the water wave because it just looks so natural. I didn't think they had the spring twist, but if you want to use spring twist, those are really nice too. Now this is the hair I'm going to be using to actually wrap and form the actual lock with this style, okay? So I actually got a very long pack. It's 24 inches, and if I run out, I'll give me another pack, no problem, right? So last but not least, I selected the Starlet 100% virgin human hair, Wet N Wavy, Super 18, and the color Natural Black. So they gave me the bundles of hair with no wefts, which is perfect, so I don't have to cut them. Next, the product that you're going to need is some jam or some edge control, something to give your hair a nice grip. I chose the Shine and Jam Magic Fingers for braiders. I heard this was absolutely bomb, so I'm going to try it for you guys, give you my thoughts, and yeah. You're going to also need, of course, a crochet needle, and I got the size small. I believe it's a small regular size because I didn't want it too big for the base of my hair. And then last thing you're going to need is some rat tail comb for your hair. Excuse my nails, like I said, it's hair dye, jet black hair dye under my nails. But yeah, you're gonna need some combs. So let's get right into it. Let's start. I'm excited, I'm scared, but we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it work. All right, guys, so to get started, I already did a couple of braids and pre-parted before, so I just wanted to make it easier on me filming and having the baby and all of that, child. So I'm gonna start with this piece. I opted to do the free part method where I didn't do the boxes, but it's more like the little umbrellas, the little over umbrellas. So you see me taking a piece of the kinky bulk hair, and I'm just using the Magic Fingers jam to kind of make my hair very manageable, very sleek, so that it can easily just fall in line when I go to braid it. Alright guys, so I tried to zoom in as close as I could. So you're going to want to start off as if you're French braiding your hair and then, you know, feeding in the weave. And what I did was I placed the hair on the top of the part, and the hair that I have, my actual hair, is in the middle. You're going to take each side and slide over and then tuck under, and then basically French braid only like a 1/2 inch down, and then you're going to just do free braiding. I'm going to just still zoom this in now. I'm not the best. I just learned how to do a little bit of a French braid today. As you can see, I'm still grabbing pieces of hair. But if you do want to learn how to French braid, I would just definitely know how to do it before you do something like this. If you have a pixie, I do recommend French braiding it a little bit because it's just going to have a better stay. It's going to hold longer and not just slip off of your head. And my bad, y'all, if I'm going a little too fast. I'm just trying to get straight to the point so that you guys can see a quick and efficient way on how I installed my locks. I'm just braiding the rest of the kinky bulk hair all the way down. You don't have to do this. You could twist it. I've seen people braid, twist, or just kind of just leave as is. Either way, this is going to be the base for our locks. So I know you probably looked at it like, okay, where the locks at? This is strictly my base. And I opted to do a base only because I have very short hair right now at the moment. Alright, so I know for this video I kind of wanted to give you guys like 2 run-throughs of each process, just so you can kind of like see it on a different part of my head and vice versa. So I'm going in now. I'm at the front of my head. I'm almost done with my base, almost to the finish line of the base, y'all, so I can go ahead and install the locks. As you see me doing, I'm just parting the hair. Again, if you don't know how to free part, I basically just kind of like start at the back and then curve my comb in an upward motion, kind of resembling an umbrella, and then that just created the whole path for me, and then the parts just came natural. Alright, so now I'm separating the twists that I'm using to actually create the faux lock and wrap it and everything. And I got this nice little stand where I was able to separate all my pieces so that they just laid out. I'm ready to grab them, they're ready to go, and I don't have to sit here and do all that work while I'm in the whole process and knee deep in it. So I've already done some locks. I'm at halfway done with my head, to be honest. So this is the crochet needle, and I opted for the smaller size just to get right within those parts. I'm going to take it, and then what you want to do is slide it at the base of the lock. You don't have to gather all your hair. Make sure the latch is completely closed. Then you're going to open and then insert the hair into the latch and then close it and pull it through. This is what you're going to want to do for every single braid to create your faux lock.
Like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pretty party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I'm.
Right now, figure out which direction you want to go. Like, I usually choose the direction that's the most natural for me in my arm movements. And you're going to want to wrap the hair tightly around, creating a coil or a lock. Sorry. You're going to keep wrapping and wrapping until you get to the very bottom of your hair. And then I'll show you how to insert pieces later on in the video so that you can get that gypsy goddess-like look.
Yeah, mama used to be on disability, but gave me this ability, and now she walking with her hair high.
Alright, so now that you guys see majority of my hair is already done and finished, I'm going to do another round of showing you how I just do a full lock before I show you how to insert the pieces of hair.
At the top and they misunderstood me. I hold no resentment in my heart, that's that maturity. We don't keep it on us anymore, it's with security. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, then I'm still here outside. Front line, south side.
So your girl is wrapping and she wrapping. And another thing to keep in mind that you do not want to wrap extremely tight, because again, your hair doesn't want to take all that tension and you want to use this as a protective style. You don't want to do more damage than you are trying to do good. So wrap firmly, but not too tight. It should not feel like it's pulling at your scalp. We don't need all that. Now, to insert the little pieces, you're going to want to put your crochet needle through the braid before you even get to locking the bottom or whatever portion or wherever you're at. You just want to put the crochet needle through the braid and then seal off or move the actual weave out the way. So right now I'm taking my human hair piece and I'm going to put it on an open latch, close the latch, and then you're going to pull it through the braid. Again, the weave is out of the way. You do not want the weave and the human hair to get all mixed up together. So try to keep that either in your mouth or clipped up, whatever the case may be. So you see me pulling the human hair piece through, and I'm only going to pull one side because I don't want to pull both. It's going to just pull it right on out. So pull one side through. You should have it where it's two opposite sides that are at the same length, and you get to decide on how long you want the piece to be. So now you see me taking the hair that I moved out of the way for the actual lock, and I'm locking and just wrapping over the hair that I just inserted. I like to clip the human hair pieces out of my way. I'm going to show you in just one moment, because sometimes you will accidentally wrap the human hair pieces in the lock and it will defeat the purpose of you doing this whole situation. And the best way to keep these pieces from sliding on out of the hair is to make sure that you completely cover, multiple times. I'd say like 3 to 4 times. Make sure you cover the spaces where you inserted the actual human hair. Next, I'm going to be showing you guys how to finish and seal off the lock. So what I do is take a fairly medium to long piece of human hair. You're going to wrap it around the very end. I'd say the end where you want the lock to stop. Let me just say that. You're going to wrap it around where you want the lock to stop. And then you can see I have my hair to the side. Then you're going to take that remaining lock or piece of weave and just continue to wrap around the human hair piece. and you're gonna wrap as many times as you can. I'm actually wrapping until the hair is all gone because I feel like this ensures a very tight edge, and I'm not gonna lie, this sealed it off so well, so I didn't even have to worry about it. Now once you have all the hair gone, you're gonna take a piece of the actual human hair, and what I like to do is to 3 to 4 times I like to go around my 2 fingers, as you see, pull it through, basically knotting and creating loops so that the hair can kind of just stay. No matter if I'm swimming, if it gets wet, it just stays. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm so much of a perfectionist and just thorough. I just had to like even knot it separately. So I had a total of like 8 times I knotted this, which is absolutely insane. You do not have to be like me. 4 times is enough. Now that your girl's whole head is completely finished and done, I'm going to go in with some baby hair action, and I'm using my Got2b glue, and I'm just going to swoop some baby hairs. Nothing too fancy. I kind of left out X amount of hair that I wanted it to be, you know, that I wanted to be out. So leave out as much as you want. If you want more dramatic baby hairs, I would just like literally part sections in front of the head that you want a lot for baby hair. So here I decided to insert some pictures of me rocking this style. I'm absolutely in love with my locks, and yeah, this is just me looking scrumptious with these beautiful goddess locks. I'm so glad I did these, and if you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and thanks for watching.